Hey everybody, AlphaStarDX again. If you didn't see in the description of the first video, thanks to my own stupidity, there was a rather sudden stop at the end of the first part of the Win95 stream. And that was because I needed to make a restart in order to get this other version we're going to play tonight working, and I completely and utterly forgot that I was streaming at the time. Fortunately, that has since been uploaded to YouTube, so you guys can still see it. Everything's fine there. And again, back with me is ChibiSprite.
Yeah, he tends to forget that he's recording or streaming when I'm with him, because usually we're doing stuff off camera, or whatever you want to call it, off stream.
Truthfully, I kind of forget that anyway, so
okay,
it's all good. Anyway, I have up here my VMware, which is running Windows 98. And this is the version that Chibi knew growing up.
Well, the rebranded version of it, but yes.
Rebranded, but as you can see,
yes.
Seriously, where the fuck is she?
Yes, this is the one I...
Let's get rid of that Generica over there. And the proper name can go in. Alright. Are we ready?
Yes, because I actually remember how to play this. We're going to see how much I can do off the top of my head, though.
Here we go. Cue credits.
Present day being the mid-1990s. Or late 1990s.
Hey, there's a woman up on the roof. And now she's jumped down from the roof. I'm loving this trumpet. I don't know whether it's synthesized or not, but damn, that's good.
Mine at last, the one and only Acme Chrono Skimmer. Prepare for a wild ride, my friends. This new time travel device will allow us to tunnel back in time and steal history's greatest treasure. I'm going to drop each of you off at a different time and place in history. Your job is to steal a historical object.
So if she's got the chrono trigger, then... Oh my god.
Yeah, chrono trigger.
Oh, Cannibal Kitty, where are you?
History awaits.
Chrono Skimmer.
Yeah.
Okay, now, if she's got the Chrono Skimmer...
Welcome to Acme Time Net Time Pilot.
We're about to find out.
Oh, God rest her soul.
The world's most notorious thief just stole our Chrono Skimmer. What's a Chrono Skimmer? The only time travel device on the planet, that's all. Now Carmen and her cohorts control it, and they're on their way to steal historic treasures from the past. If they succeed, all of world history will get thrown out of whack. Only one person can stop them. You! I'll tell you how. Wherever the Chrono Skimmer goes, it leaves a time tunnel behind. Think of it as a passage between two holes in the fabric of time. It was a problem we never got around to fixing, and it's a good thing we didn't, because now you can follow the thieves' trail through the time tunnels. There's the time portal. So jump in and I'll give you more details while you travel. It's takeoff time, Time Pilot!
So for those of you...
in the tunnel, I can talk to you, but once you're in the past, I'll be out of contact. In fact, I won't even be born yet. But don't worry. I'll send along an Acme good guy to help you. This first trip is a long one, You're going all the way back to ancient Egypt, where there's something vile on the Nile.
Nile.
Queen Hatshepsut should have taken the
You
throne
remembered
by
that line,
now,
huh?
but it hasn't
Oh,
happened.
yes.
Find out why. Here's Antiquity now. She's got your Chronopedia and your Acme time cups. Carmen always leaves a note telling her crooks where to hide, so collect any note scraps you may find. And here's the most important thing. Carmen and her creeps have messed up history, so do the world a favor and set things straight.
So for those of you who actually
Hold on,
haven't,
hold on.
Gives me a headache. Cool. Hi there, pilot. I'm Antiquity, your trusty Acme good guide. We're in ancient Egypt, circa 1490 BCE. That's over 3,000 years backwards in time. We'd better get investigating. Just tap on that boatman to talk with him. Then select the question to ask him. Oh, and remember, I'm here to help. If you get stuck, you can ask me for advice anytime.
Alright, I think everybody has shut up at this point. So, you were saying something?
so pretty much for anybody who hasn't played this, it's very similar to what we just saw in the DOS version, except you're doing more clicking on the screen. And you sometimes will be playing mini puzzles in order to get clues.
So
I
there's
don't want to. I won't say how long exactly it took me how to figure out to get off of this particular screen, which, mind you, this is the tutorial case. Yeah. But once I got off of this screen and I got to the next screen, yeah, don't even ask. I'm not even going to mention how long it took me to do that one.
Fair enough. For those of you who don't remember the old game shows, Where in the World and Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, the chief was played by a phenomenal actress named Lynn Thigpen, and she sadly passed away in early 2003. Fantastic talent. I absolutely loved watching the shows, partly because of her.
Yes.
That being said, what would you suggest I do first?
So yeah, you can see it. Things that are highlighted in red means that you can click on them and you'll hear a little blurb, or it means you can do an action.
And what exactly would you suggest I do with this little clicker here?
Funny.
What?
Well, you can pick up the torch.
Those look like unlit torches.
Oh, that's right. I think you have to ask him if you can, or if you can
The
take one.
Sphinx is a curious old creature with a pharaoh's head and a lion's body. It was built during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu in the Old Kingdom over 1,000 years ago. Now that's old.
Pharaoh Fuku?
3,000 years of human history doesn't mean much to those stars. They've been shining for millions of centuries. The Great Pyramid is considered the best crafted structure on Earth. It's made of thousands of huge stone slabs, carefully fitted together. It's a staggering feat.
So I guess we're talking to the... Oh no, the woven bag. That's right.
That small sack carries precious embalming elements that I must bring to the temple of Queen Hatshepsut.
So it looks like you click and drag the torch.
The Nile River floods once a year, and our farmers use irrigation canals to bring the life-giving water to their crops. The annual flood is a big event in Egypt.
The Nile flood also washes up a fertile black mud, great for farming. This mud was so important to the Egyptians that the color black represented life.
Geez, not in this day and age.
So yeah, like I said, it looked like you can click and drag the torch into the inventory.
Alright, so this is more of a point and click than it is a Carmen Sandiego.
Correct.
Nope, I don't seem to be able to...
Those look like unlit torches.
My
Well,
trusty
let's...
boat can outrun a crocodile any day, which is good, because the Nile has lots of crocodiles.
So I guess we have to talk to the boatman.
The Nile River floods once a year, and our farmers use irrigation
So there's no
canals to
skipping,
bring the
huh?
life-giving water to
No,
their crops.
unfortunately not.
The annual flood is a big event in Egypt.
The Nile flood also washes up a fertile black mud, great for farming. This mud was so important to the Egyptians.
Solar!
Black represented
Hi, Solar!
Good to see you. I don't know if you recognize this voice, but somebody you know fairly well is here with me.
There. Oh, that's good. I'm tired too. That's why I'm here.
I'm tired too, but I wanted to display this and make Chibi happy.
Welcome, strangers. You can talk to me by selecting any of the questions below.
How many furlongs are you?
Who, you ask? Why, Hatshepsut is the great queen and pharaoh. The book was vanished.
Okay.
The very name yields a clue. The word pharaoh means greatest house, and all the great pharaohs live in splendid houses indeed. Palaces, really. Some say that a strangely attired rogue stole the book outright. The theft has sent a shockwave up and down the Nile.
So as you can see, some questions turned yellow. That means that you've already asked them, so you don't have to say it again.
Looks that way.
That sack on the riverbank contains my supplies for preparing mummies. Please move it onto my craft.
To move that bag, pilot, click down and hold. Then drag it up onto the boat.
Oh, what musical was it, Rent?
No, I asked that.
Okay.
Falsettos, it's also...
Oh, Falsettos is a musical? That's one I somehow never heard about.
The boatman asked us to move this bag onto his boat.
Yes,
So
yes,
try
yes.
holding down on it and then drag it to the boat.
Shush, Dan.
So we can now grab his sack.
Yes.
I thank you for carrying my provisions on board. It will be dark.
Way too
What a
cartoony.
smooth That flaming torch may serve to enlighten our investigation.
Honey.
Ah! Aha! Ha 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 ha.
These myrrh trees weave precious oils valued for their healing properties and scented smoke. My traders brought them back from their voyage to Punt. The voyage to Punt, near Somalia, brought back rare woods, precious oils, and detailed information about African plants
Punt.
and animals. Murals
Yes.
of these African species can still be seen on the walls of Hatshepsut's temple in the 20th century.
Finally, a place that I can use in a sentence. I'm going to punt that football and you need to catch it.
So.
Hey, Solar. What does punt rhyme with?
Way to go. Now we'll turn up the heat on this
Yeah.
place.
Oh,
Don't ask me.
no.
Yep. She's very punny.
Careful, or you'll singe my false beard. I need this ceremonial beard to prove I'm Pharaoh. Good day, travelers. Have you come to offer aid?
What seems to be the problem?
All is in crisis. First, my husband, Pharaoh Thutmose II, passed from this life. And now I cannot even arrange for his safe passage to the next world, because someone has stolen the Book of the Dead.
How can a book affect your dead husband's travel plans?
The Book of the Dead is not just any book. It helps us Egyptians prepare a body into a well-preserved mummy. The book is then entombed with the mummy to serve as guide in the afterlife.
I know that feeling.
What will
Just a few, Solar. Just a few spaces.
what will happen if your husband isn't properly buried?
If not properly mummified, my husband will be vulnerable to evil spirits. Only the Book of the Dead can guide and protect him in the realms of the dead.
Who the fuck are you?
And who are you that you do not know? I am His Majesty, Makare Hatshepsut, esteemed pharaoh over the upper and lower lands of Egypt.
His Majesty?
Yeah.
Did you call yourself His Majesty?
Indeed, I am a woman, but since Egyptian pharaohs are typically male, convention demands that I be addressed as a man and
Well,
wear
rest,
an
Solar.
official beard. It is a strange situation.
Wow.
Nothing I cannot
Sleep well, Solar. Thanks for stopping by. How did you become Pharaoh?
When my husband Pharaoh Thutmose II passed on, his son Thutmose III was only 5 years old and too young to rule. I therefore took the throne for myself, and I've discovered it suits me exceedingly well.
Somebody's a little power hungry, it sounds like.
Just a tad.
Why do I get this strange feeling that Carmen's person is actually hiding in plain sight?
Well, never know.
But we will know. That's how we advance.
Welcome. Have you come to help me prepare the deceased pharaoh for his mummified voyage to the afterlife?
First we meet a pharaoh with a fake beard. Now we need to make a body into a mummy. This is one strange investigation. I'll bet Thutmose II looked better when he was ruling 10 million people.
We recently removed the pharaoh's internal organs and packed him in salty natron to dry out. He has had better days. Now, please take that torch elsewhere. Thank you, but there's plenty of light in here already. I can see just fine.
A bright torch can shed a lot of light on a history mystery.
You're having so much fun.
Yes.
My ancient Egyptian is rusty. I can't quite translate the hieroglyphs on these jars.
Greetings, strangers. It's just you and me, and of course the mummy. Perhaps you'd like to help.
What's your problem?
We've been hard at work here, transforming dear Thutmose into a proper mummy for his trip to the afterlife. But all my assistants have run off looking for this thief who stole our Book of the Dead. I can't finish this mummy all by myself.
What needs to be done to finish the mummy?
Well, actually, I'm at a loss. As head priest, I rarely have to do the dirty work myself. I'm really more of a mummy manager. So with my helpers gone, I don't know what to do next.
How can we help?
Somewhere in this tomb lies a second set of mummy-making instructions. But protocol demands that the head priest, that's me, avoid getting dusty. Luckily, you scruffy-looking visitors look perfect for this search.
Who's scruffy looking?
Apparently us.
You must
You can't hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I had muted my mic and then my little indicator light turned off again.
with the head of a desert jackal.
So, Anubis is the god of the dogs?
Hardly. Anubis is the god of the dead, who weighs your heart before you enter the underworld.
Really?
Not precisely. He weighs your heart against the feather of truth to judge your worthiness. After death, the worthy go on to the afterlife, while the evil are gobbled up by the ever-famished monster, Amit.
What rhymes with Amit?
Damn it!
Damn it.
Not exactly. The instructions will help us finish making the mummy, but we'll still need the Book of the Dead afterwards. For now, let's just stick to the mummy making.
What do you keep in these jars?
Those are royal canopic jars, where King Thutmose's liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines are quietly rested.
Ugh, sorry I asked.
Well, I guess he won't be waking up then.
No.
My ancient Egyptian is rusty. I can't quite translate the hieroglyphs on these jars.
Hey, do I look dead? That material is for use on the awaiting pharaoh's body. We must finish the mummy.
We have to do it in the right order, though.
It's not nice to anoint dead pharaohs before we know what we're doing. Let's hold off until we've found instructions.
We cannot enter the final burial chamber until the mummy is wrapped for its journey. Let us wind up our task.
Wow, it's dark as a tomb in here. Oh, yeah, we are in a tomb. Our time thief was in this tomb and dropped a piece of Carmen's note.
Seek out a form to hide behind. So,
Did you see those hieroglyphs on the wall? I wonder what they mean.
4, 5, also 4, and then the mask. So, something with the oil? Something, yeah.
Enough
Okay.
exploring. Are you ready to begin the mummy preparing ceremonies?
We've seen the signs.
Not,
Okay, pilot. Let's start the
yeah, that
ceremony.
one.
Correct. The oil keeps the skin soft.
Cool. The hieroglyphs on that jar really do mean oil.
Ah, yes, that's right. This resin-soaked cloth protects the body from air and helps it hold the proper shape. Even in death, a pharaoh must keep up appearances.
Excellent. More genuine hieroglyphs decoded.
The hell does that even mean?
Mask.
Oh, I see. Step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yes. You missed that part.
Hello again, travelers. I do hope you'll help me out. This mask is adorned with prayers to protect the mummy's head from evil spirits. Praise the gods! That's a wrap. We still need the Book of the Dead,
Yeah.
but for now, let's move the mummy to the final burial chamber.
Oh, they get
Whoa,
worse.
we're in the burial tomb. Let's dig out our thief and recover the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
Oh, I see another piece of the note.
All right. That's the final piece of Carmen's note. Let's read it, then use the Chronopedia to figure out her hidden meaning.
Now see, this is the
Once we do,
smart part.
we'll
The
know the spot where our
Chronopedia
thief
is in
hiding.
the game.
Thank God.
So dig a perfect hiding place in a pharaoh's resting space. Seek out a form to hide behind. The king of gods will do just fine.
I'll activate the time cuffs straight away. Once they're active, use them on the hiding spot indicated in Carmen's note. And remember, the Chronopedia can help us figure out what the Carmen note means.
Next page. Well, we know that part. Egyptian gods. Ra.
The king will do just fine.
Are
That
you
right.
The Egyptian sun god. This case is sealed shut. Sir Vile is under wraps, and the Book of the Dead is back on track. Let's go, Sir Vile. We've got a nice, damp Acme cell where you can kick back and rust.
You have put the lid on my dark deeds for now, Acme agents. But you shall never seal my armored coat!
You're being held by your underwear.
Congratulations. You snagged that sneaky Servile, bagged the Book of the Dead, and even managed to mummify a pharaoh. I salute you. Thanks to you, the ancient ruler will have laughter in the afterlife and Egyptian history is restored. Great job! There's another case ahead if you want to take it. Ready to get right back to work?
So at this point, we can go on, or we can call it a night.
We're done for now.
Well, thanks for your work so far. When you return, we'll continue the crime quest.
This is actually fun, and I would like to, go through the whole game with you if you're up for it.
That'd be neat. Although I'm gonna have to change my mindset on it a little bit. It's not. It's got a cosmetic feel.
Well,
Like it's a Carmen Sandiego game, but it's not like in the style of Carmen Sandiego. It's in the style of a point and click. Something Carmen decidedly isn't. Like you know what I'm getting at there?
Sure. Yeah.
But that's definitely a thought. I don't know if I'm going to stream the entire thing.
No, we don't have to. This is something we can task onto that offline project.
I'm down with that.
Alright.
But for now, that's our show. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time around. Thanks again to ChibiSprite for joining me on this one.
No problem.
And until next game, good night.